I'm Professor Matthew Woodcock of the University of East Anglia. The Putting on a Pageant 1578 education pack is part of a wider AHRC funded research project of which I'm involved, called Accessing the Records of Early English Drama in Norwich 1540 to 1642. The education pack itself centres on the visit of one very, very special visitor, Elizabeth I, who came to the city in August 1578. The education pack kind of works through a series of activities based on this royal visit, and the entertainment's designed by the great impresario Thomas Churchyard, who entertained Elizabeth.
For the first classroom session of Journey of the Documents, children were transported to 1578.
Okay, has anyone noticed this large box?
Yeah.
It says it's from the Norwich Archive Centre in Norwich.
And introduced to Annie the archivist.
Morning class, I'm so pleased you could help me sort out this box of jumbled records. And they all seem to be about an event that happened in Norwich a very long time ago.
Well, I think the box to start off the lesson really kind of captured them. And then we had the video, and then we had the activity, then we had a video, then the activity, and it seemed to work really well.
Having that impetus that, oh, what's this? Oh, what's that? Oh, what's that? That really got them and really grabbed them for the whole time. The Guildhall. Give me 5. Yes.
The children were given the task of being document detectives. Who wrote these documents? Where were they kept? And what were they about?
Thomas, who do you think this document is about? It is.
The Queen!
That's what year we're in now.
Story maps are used throughout the Putting on a Pageant programme. The children performed actions to help them remember the structure of the story about Thomas Churchyard and the journey of his documents.
Queen Elizabeth I visited
Norwich!
Thomas promised to write a document so everyone can remember.
During the second session, preparing for a pageant, the children had a very special visitor.
Good morning, children. That is my name.
It was also great having time travel and Thomas Churchyard part of it, so it took the kids out of the class imaginatively.
Tom Churchyard is here to help and instruct. Our city will shine when the muck has been chucked.
They were told the story about what Norwich had to do to prepare for the Queen's
everybody
visit.
to tidy up the city. Everybody was going to help clean the city. Very good. Everyone's scrubbing the floors. Fantastic.
And thought of actions to remember the story.
What have we got over here? Let's have a look.
Thomas Churchyard went through what we'd done before and then introduced them to something new, just really kind of grasped onto it quickly.
A letter from Annie the archivist invited the class to the Norfolk Record Office.
The Norwich Record Office to find out more about where and how we look after old documents.
They were so excited to go, and as soon as because they'd seen the picture of what the record office looks like in the activities, they knew it. As soon as we pulled into the little car park area, they saw it like, oh, that's where we're going. They made their own archive box.
And then they got to make an illuminated letter of their initial using a quill and ink. It was messy and fun.
And then they also got to see some of the original documents from the 1500s, so they got to see those, but they knew like they couldn't touch them, and they absolutely loved, like they knew they were old, and they were comparing the papers.
I can't wait to
David Farmer from Drama Resource worked with the children to create the Fairy Farewell for Queen Elizabeth.
Once upon a time.
The programme uses Shakespeare's Midsummer Night's Dream.
Titania and her fairies. Now she called for them and they came flying in. They were looking after a beautiful young prince. The fairies decided to make a crown of flowers for the prince.
Shakespeare is often seen as something that can only be accessed by secondary students, and you have to really sit down and analyse the text, whereas they're just great stories, and if you can get across a great story to children, then they can run with it.
Servant of Oberon, he saw Bottom and he thought, I'm going to cast a spell.
They turned him into a donkey.
And the donkey made a noise. She fell in love with a donkey. Wow!
It's been amazing to see how they've really got to grips very, very fast with the story of the city, got a sense of the importance of preserving and valuing these records.